Hello you all, welcome back to Literature Tale Explorations. Today we will learn a poem written by William Blake, that is The Chimney Sweeper. First of all, let us know about William Blake in brief because I'll make another video of him. Okay. First of all, William Blake was born in the year 1757 in London. He lived up to 1827. He is known to be the greatest figures of Romantic age. He was a great poet. He was also a painter. Okay. The present poem, The Chimney Sweeper, is taken from the collection of poetry of William Blake, that is Songs of Innocence, which was published in the year 1789. Actually, there are two poems with the name Chimney Sweeper. One is in the Songs of Innocence, another in another collection of poetry, that is Songs of Experience. Today we will discuss the poem which is there in Songs of Innocence, which is published in the year 1789. Songs of Experience was published in the year 1794. Okay, I will read the lines of the poem and I'll explain. It is a line-to-line explanation. So I have the poem lines with me. So I'll read the lines. I'll explain you. Okay. When my mother died, I was very young, and my father sold me, while yet my tongue could scarcely cry, "Sweep, sweep, sweep, sweep. So your chimneys I sweep, and in soot I sleep." So the lines are very easy and very clear. First of all, the narrator says that his mother died when he was very young, and at that same time his father sold him to the factories, and there he was so young that he could scarcely say the word sweep. But that's when that was the age he couldn't even utter that word, but he was doing that activity. He was sweeping the chimneys, and he was sleeping in those soot, that black flaky dust. He was sleeping in that. So okay, there's little Tom Decker, who cried when his head, that curled like a lamb's back, was shaved. So I said, "Hush, Tom, never mind it, for when your head's bare, you know that the soot cannot spoil your white hair." Now the next stanza, we are getting introduced to a new character, that is Tom Decker. Tom Decker is a little boy. He was actually crying because he had this beautiful hair which was like a lamb's back, curly, and it was shaved because the children who were below. Okay, I forgot to tell you. This poem is actually based on the real situations. Like back then in London, most of the factories, they robed very small children below 5 years. They all used to sweep the factories in the England. So the poem is based on that condition, that child labor, that child condition. Okay, so here little Tom Decker is introduced to us, and he was crying because his head is shaved, because his hair was so beautiful, it was so curly. But the narrator, the poet, he says that, "Hush, Tom, please don't cry. You don't have to cry for this, because anyways your beautiful hair will get dusty due to the soot that is present here. It's better that your head is shaved." Okay. The soot cannot spoil your white hair. That soot, the dust which is over here, it cannot spoil your white hair if it is shaved. So it's better that your head is shaved. Okay, next. And so he was quiet, and that very night, as Tom was a-sleeping, he had such a sight. So after telling him to not to be upset about his hair, he was quiet, as if he understood it. He did not understand it, we don't know, but he was quiet. And that very night, Tom had a dream. He had a sight. Here, sight means a dream. So let us see what that dream is. Okay. That thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Ned, and Jack, were all of them locked up in coffins of black. Okay, now he was sleeping. That obviously Tom is a little boy. He was sleeping. He had a dream. In that dream, he could see some of thousands of sweepers. Along with them, there are some names mentioned. They could be friends of Tom, or Tom knows them personally. Okay, there were Tom, Nick. Who are they? Okay, Dick, Joe, Ned, and Jack. They are the other children. They were all there in that dream, and they were actually locked up in coffins of black. They were not on the ground, they were inside of the coffins. Okay, let us see what happens next. And by came an angel who had a bright key, and he opened the coffins and set them all free. Okay, all those children were in the coffin, Now there came an angel. Usually, whenever anybody says angel, we always remember a woman. But angel are gender neutral. They can be man or woman. Okay, so there was a male angel. Specifically, I'm mentioning it. Okay, there's an angel who came and who with the key. There was a key that not to a normal key. Now just imagine uh, the beautiful writing of William Blake. He doesn't just say key, but a bright key, just to give us an insight into his dream. Like in a dream, obviously that is not going to be a normal key. It must be a bright key when somebody is going to rescue us. Okay, so there was a bright key with the angel, and he opened all of the coffins present there, and he set all of the children free. Okay. Then down a green plain, leaping, laughing, they run, and wash in a river and shine in the sun. Okay, right after all those children were set free, they got out of their coffins. They were leaping. Leaping is that moment of where you jump. Those little children jumping, running from here and there. They were on a ground plane. They were on grass. They were leaping, laughing, and near to that there must be a river or some water. They all went into that river, and they all drowned in that, and they were all shining in the sun. Like the sun was shining on that river. They were all in that river, bathing or taking a bath. Okay. Then naked and white, all their bags left behind, they rise upon clouds and sport in the wind. Now, after they were in the river, they come out. They were all naked. They were also white. White in the sense, here it is two things, like the general, the white color of the babies, also the purity. They before they were all with the burdens. Now they have become pure with no tension of sweeping the grounds. Okay, all their bags left behind. Here, obviously, while sweeping, they carry a bag. Here, the bags are left behind. The bag is like the worries are left behind. Now, not only they are white, naked, they are also free. Their hands are free, their legs are free. There are no bags with them. There are no worries with them. They're all free, just like how a normal children should be. Just like how a normal children should walk or run. Yeah. They rise upon clouds and sport in the wind. Yeah, okay. So after the bags and everything are left behind, those children suddenly rise up to the clouds and they play in the wind, because it is the dream of Tom Decker. So anything can happen. So all those children, they suddenly rose to the sky, and they were playing in the clouds. They were sporting, that is playing. And the angel told Tom, if he would be a good boy, he would have God for his father and never want joy. This is a powerful line of William Blake. Now, that angel who was there, he's telling Tom that, Tom, if you believe in God, like if you'll be a good boy, you will never want your father in your life, because the God himself will take the place of your father and will be there for you forever. This is what angel is trying to say. Okay, to a very little child, very very little child. Okay. And so Tom awoke, and we rose in the dark, and got with our bags and our brushes to work. Now, this stanza and the next stanza says that the dream has ended. The dream has ended with the angel telling Tom that if he will be a good boy, then he will never want his father, mother, or family or somebody to take care of him, but God himself will take care of Tom. This is the end of the dream. After the dream, Tom awoke. It is actually they rose in the dark. Could be early morning when it is dark. Okay, all of them awoke, and they all took their bags and brushes as usual, their routine. Through the morning, sorry, though the morning was cold, Tom was happy and warm. So if all do their duty, they need not fear harm. These are the final lines. So, though the morning was cold, usually children are sensitive to any hot weather or the cold weather. But here, Tom, because they woke up in the cold weather, very cold weather, but Tom was very happy and warm. because he had some dream, somebody told him something, he was happy and warm. If all do their duty, they need not fear harm. This is what little Tom Dicker might have understood through the angel words, that if he's doing his duty with the utmost sincerity, that's sweeping the factories and everything, he would one day not fear anything. Like one day God himself will save him from this situation. This is what Tom Dicker has finally understood. Now, William Blake did not give any ending like Tom Dicker should escape from that factory, or something like that. But instead, he showed his faith in God through his poetry. He was saying that little Tom, that if he does his duty sincerely, he did not fear any harm, because God will definitely save the person who has just submitted them to him. Okay, this is the whole poem of the Chimney Sweeper. I hope you all liked it. I hope I was not too fast, and it was in the flow, so I was continuously going. So I hope you all understood it, and I hope you all liked it. If you all liked it, please do comment what is your take on this poem. How do you feel about this poem? Is the ending good, or you wanted to give any different ending to it? If any different ending you wanted to give, you just write them in the comment section. I will read it. Thank you for watching. Do like, share and subscribe to Literature Tale Explorations. See you all in the next video. Thank you all. Bye bye.